Newzroom Afrika's Zola Sholwana is back on the streets of Johannesburg for us this morning and joins us now live. And officials, Zola, telling us yesterday that, in fact, those residential buildings on the side of the street, they are safe for occupation. I wonder if that's gone far enough in helping people move back there.
Well, Ayanda, when we were here yesterday, we realized that people haven't been evacuated from their buildings, especially these buildings that are closer to where the explosion happened. And when we spoke to the Premier yesterday, when Newzroom Afrika spoke to the Premier yesterday, he said he can't fully say it's safe enough for these people to be here. If there was a plan, they were going to evacuate these people, because at this point, they are not certain on whether it is safe enough, which is actually quite surprising, because another official then said these people, or rather it is safe for these people to be here. Now, Ayanda, yesterday this place was filled with heavy police presence. The people that you see walking couldn't walk to rather closer to this to where the explosion happened, but right across there's actually a fence, which I believe this fence was meant for people to walk on the other way, the pavement, not closer to the scene. But that is not the case, because everyone at this point is just walking. But different from yesterday, you know, there aren't a lot of people coming really close to the scene, and I guess that's because the cars that were causing you know, a lot of attraction have been removed yesterday, so people are just passing like nothing really happened. Ayanda. Of course, taxis are not able to use these routes. They are still using the alternative routes. Perhaps that's because the damage still has to be fixed. We are not seeing police stopping people from walking closer to the incident. So we don't really know at this point, you know, in terms of the area being safe for people to just walk like nothing happened.
And there's obvious safety concerns around that, Zola. I mean, among the concerns that people may fall in.
Well, there are those concerns. Hence, you know, when we arrived here, we were actually shocked to see people just walking and also taking pictures to say, I was here, and no one is really stopping them. Yesterday, police even had to close down businesses that were closer to Bree Street for about 4 hours. Actually, that happened for the whole day. Now, the question that comes into mind is that what will happen to those businesses? Will they remain closed today? Or maybe they'll go back into operation, since people are able to just move as they please at this point.
Yeah, and what kind of presence, if any, is there from other authorities? I'm thinking paramedics, perhaps members of city power, in a context where I imagine the power supply there is still out.
Yes, you're right, Ayanda. When we spoke to residents that live in this street, Bree Street, they told us that since yesterday they haven't had power, and obviously that has affected businesses as well. So businesses that don't have generators as backup power, they can obviously are unable to operate at this point, and they haven't received communication in terms of when power will be restored in the area. But obviously at this point, I think what they're focusing on is really receiving communication in terms of, is this place safe enough for them, as they are still in their buildings, not sure of what could possibly happen next.
Absolutely. All right. Zola Sholwana, for now, thanks very much indeed. We'll keep watching that story as it continues to unfold. A much quieter Bree on this Friday morning, 48 hours after this explosion took place. But the story, of course, nowhere near over. Zola, once again, thanks very much indeed.